Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Happy New Year and welcome to the monthly slash, I guess, yearly review video for 2019 slash December, looking back on how things have been going. Now, a few things I do want to discuss this episode. First of all is how the format is working for you guys this year, or this past 2 months since Football Manager 19 came out, and also any ideas that you guys have on improving videos, and just a quick discussion on sort of Patreon and what that's going towards, because I feel like, I owe you guys, I guess, an explanation, not an explanation, but sort of a review, I guess, of what or where the money that you're giving me to support the channel, where that's actually going. But let's start by having a quick look at channel analytics, and we can see over December, views they're still going up, which is incredible, up 35%. Watch time is up 50%, which is insane. Thank you, everybody who's watching. Subscribers continue to go up, which is amazing. And revenue, very, very happy with that. I mean, it's almost, what, $2 a day, which is obviously not enough to make this a career yet, but it's a big improvement on where things have been. So again, thank you, because that comes down basically to you guys watching ads, and I can never say how grateful I am that you take the time to do that, because obviously the ads should be skippable, and if they're not, let me know, because they should be skippable, and you don't obviously have to watch them. If we have a look at reach, we have had, that's a lot of impressions, but again, everything is on the up, which is good, especially, I mean, this time of year, I kind of, I don't want to say expect, I don't expect anything, but I hope that it would be going up. Views are going up as well, which is good. 10,500 unique viewers, which is absolutely incredible. So many new people watching, which is excellent. Engagement, watch time is up 50%, and the average duration. Now, I've sort of spoken on this before about the average watch time. And I think at one point it was quite low, to be honest. It was down sort of towards 2 minutes. The fact that we're pushing up now towards that 10-minute mark is absolutely incredible. It means that people are sort of watching through. It's really good to, obviously tutorials like spec tutorials, that's how most people discover my channel. But the fact that, that people are watching through really means a lot. That means, hopefully that means anyway, that my videos are sort of entertaining and engaging, and you want to watch the majority of it instead of, because I've done it before, you just kind of skip through to see bits you want to see. So that's really, really positive. I'm really, really happy with that. Audience, we've kind of already seen this. The viewers that are subscribed now is up to 20%. That's a lot higher. I think that was about 10% or so not that long ago. So I'm really, really happy with that. And another thing I'm really, really chuffed to bits about is that the percentage of female viewers is up over 2% now. Now, as I've said before, it's a sports management channel, basically gaming channel. That's not going to be the sort of the peak demographic for female viewers, but obviously there are females out there that like sports and like management and like gaming. So the fact that this percentage is going up, I'd love that. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily possible to get a sort of a 50-50 split. I just don't think that's how the demographics of it work. But the fact that that's pushing up is really, I'm really, really happy with that. I really, really am. We can see the age breakdown there as well. It's roughly where you'd expect it to be. A couple of younger viewers coming in, teenagers, so that's excellent. Welcome, youngsters. You're probably not watching this, to be honest. You're probably watching the tutorials and tuning back out again. But yeah, really, really happy with how the audience is going. Revenue, it's a little bit... Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I think the easier way to show the revenue, I'll show you now, is just this. You can see kind of the graph there, or the graph for my American friends. Yeah, you can kind of see it's roughly £2, £2.50 a day now, or dollars, sorry. I think it's in dollars, isn't it? So again, that's really, really, as I said, I know I go on a little bit, but it really, really means a lot, because as I said, that is just people watching ads. And you don't have to do that. I set that up intentionally so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Now, one thing I did want to add, just quickly do, is have a look back sort of over the course of the whole year, 365 days, and sort of see how we did as a channel sort of over the course of last year. Over 250,000 views, which is absolutely insane. A lot of watch time, up over 1,000 subscribers. I didn't get monetized till here somewhere in May, so it was the end of April, early May that I got monetized. So it's just really, really makes me feel good. 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers last year. You can see the revenue for the year there. I mean, that's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I actually operated, because I have to pay for the Adobe subscription and a few other bits and pieces just to keep the channel running. And you take out the games. So obviously you have to buy games to play them. The channel actually operated at a profit of about £100 or so last year, I should say. So that's excellent. The fact that that's happened. Again, that's obviously not enough to make this a career yet. But yeah, I am putting a lot of time into it now. For those of you who don't know, sort of my other job, I guess, is a struggling writer, struggling author. So I mean, I've made my bed. I'm sort of have to sleep in it. These are decisions that I've made. I've never really had a job where I've had money, so I'm used to not having much, and I'm really lucky that my wife lets me try and follow dreams like this as well. But you know, if this continues to kick up, if it continues to build up, then I can really start and put even more effort into this, and really, hopefully, I'm hoping, you know, eventually it'll sort of take off, and this is something that I can sort of call myself, you know, I'm a professional football manager, so to speak, or baseball manager, as the case may be, as well, because I'm really enjoying my baseball right now. So that's kind of the year. It's a shame that we can't sort of see all the way back here. It's saying that the data's not really there to see, which is a bit of a shame. Temporarily unavailable, but we can sort of see the base numbers there for the year, the reach, the engagement. Again, it's a bit of a disappointing thing that it's not all the way there, but yeah, you can sort of see the basics of it there. Now, what I did want to, I don't know what screen I should have on the back here, but a couple of things I did want to discuss, sort of getting off of the analytics of everything, is you can see their total subscribers as well, just under 1,900, just under 1,950, almost at 2,000, which is again amazing. I would love to be sitting here New Year's Day 2021 with 5,000 subscribers. I don't know if that's possible. It's possibly not. It's possibly a little bit too ambitious, but you never know. You never know what could happen. Now, a couple of things I did want to discuss. First of all, is the format that I have I've been doing for FM20, and baseball's kind of stayed the same, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But having the two series going Monday through Friday, is that working for everybody? I kind of figure that it gives, I mean, I'm really enjoying having weekends off, I've got to be honest. But it also means that it gives the weekend then to catch up if you do fall behind during the week. The numbers would suggest that that's working, but then I don't know if it's just people watching because it's this time of year, and you do tend to find new subscribers at this time of year, new people to watch. So maybe that's why the numbers are up. But let me know your thoughts on that, if it's working for you Monday to Friday with the Bala and the Leeds, and then weekends to sort of catch up. Thoughts on that. The other thing I did want to look, and I'm always looking for you guys' feedback on the actual video, the content itself. Now, the big thing sort of last year that I got feedback from you guys was to not do goals of the month, but to do the recaps at the start of the episode. And I think I think that's better, and I think the general consensus amongst you guys is that was better as well. So any other feedback that you guys have, things that you think maybe I'm doing that aren't working, things that you'd like to see, yeah, always looking for feedback, constructive feedback. I mean, saying that it's shit doesn't really help me, does it? But sometimes you just got to be told it's shit, though. I understand that. But yeah, any feedback that you guys have, that would be greatly appreciated. Any thoughts you have, and if it's something that I think can work, then I'll definitely look to do that. And like I say, I think the recap has generally been a very, very good thing for the videos. Now, the other thing I just wanted to quickly mention here, or go over, was the Patreon. I've been lucky enough to go up to 8 Patreons now, just over $50 a month, which is amazing. And I just feel like, you know, at this point, I've always said if you want to support the channel, you know, beyond what you already do, then Patreon's obviously the way to do that. There's a link in the Patreon, but I really don't like to bang on about it too much. But what I do kind of feel like I owe you guys is what, if you are going to donate money, basically, just to let you know what it's going towards. It goes towards two things. I kind of try and split the revenue that I have. Some of it's just got to go towards life. Obviously, I have bills to pay, and just, you know, just general life expenses. The reality of anything, and YouTube is no different, is that money is the harsh, nice reality, is that you need it to be able to do it. You know, as much as I hope to, or hope to continue doing. So not a lot of it, but a lot of it goes just towards life expenses and to allow me to keep doing it. But what I'm also looking to do, and I do put a percentage aside each month, is just to basically look to upgrade my equipment, equipment basically, to try and make the quality of the videos better. Now, the main thing that I'm sort of working towards now is getting a better camera. You may notice, and it's predominantly when I do the green screen stuff, the camera I have right now, which is a good camera, it's the Logitech one that Loki recommends on his starting up videos. It's really, really good for just this kind of stuff, but when there's movement, you might notice it struggles with zoom sometimes, and I'll kind of fade in and out for just a split second. So the main thing the next thing I want to upgrade is to try and get a camera with a better zoom, which I think will not actually be a webcam at that point. It'll actually be a sort of a proper camera. So that's sort of the next thing. And my ultimate goal is to one day have sort of just like this amazing rig computer setup that will mean that I can render stuff whilst I'm doing other things. So as it is right now, basically what I have to do is if I'm rendering, I have to basically stop, go away, do something else, and then come back once it's finished rendering. To give you sort of a glance behind the scenes, the actual like a 1.5 hour video will take me roughly maybe about 40 minutes to an hour to edit. Then it'll take about 20 minutes, half an hour to render out of Adobe, and then to put it through Handbrake will take about another half an hour. So you're looking at sort of up to an hour of the sort of dead time per episode where I just need to leave my computer to render. So if I can get the ultimate dream, I said, is to get a better computer where I can have it sort of rendering in the background and then continue on, whether it be recording another series or editing. I could edit one series while one's rendering, and that would save me a lot of time, and it'll give me obviously more time then to either do more episodes or just have more downtime to spend with Mrs. Villain. So that's sort of the goal there right now. And again, I can't thank the Patreons enough. There's all the sort of, and I know there's a very thin line between thank yous and incentives. So maybe you do view these as incentives. To me, they're intended as thank yous. All the different tiers here. If you are a Patreon, or if you want to be a Patreon and you do become one, make sure that you're bugging me about it if I'm not actually doing these things for you. It's not intentional. It's just something that I've just an oversight. So there's all the things there. As I said, there is a link in the description. But as I say, it's grateful. It's gratefully appreciated, but it's in no way expected that you want to do Patreon. But I am internally grateful for anybody who does. And if you find yourself in a situation where you are doing it and things change, I get that, and you can't do it anymore, please don't hesitate to cancel. You can always come back if your situation changes, but don't put yourself in trouble or struggling financially for the sake of this, because you're not going to miss out on anything. I think this is sort of Loki's thing as well. If you follow Loki Doki, and I know a lot of you do, I don't want to be someone who puts out bonus content just for Patreons to watch, because some of the people that have been watching me from the start, they don't, or they can't, or they don't want to, which is fine. To follow me on Patreon, and they've been there from the start when I there was no option for advertising or Patreon. You've got me to this level where I can make a little bit of money from it. So I don't want to exclude anybody just because they can't or don't want to do Patreon. So you'll never miss it or anything if you don't do Patreon. So don't worry about that. I just have, as I said, the thank yous. That is just sort of little bonuses to try and say thank you. But there we go. That is the update for the month, for the year. I'm really, really happy with these numbers that are coming in. I mean, look at this. The most recent Leeds episode, 121 viewers less than 24 hours later. That is absolutely incredible. As I said, thank you so much. I don't want to say thank you any more times, because you probably could have a drinking game at this point. You'll all be on the floor. But I sort of quick apologies. There are no Football Manager videos today, being New Year's Day on Wednesday. Apparently I'm too old now to stay up to midnight and get up at a reasonable hour, so I just overslept, and it would have been a rush to get all the videos out. But there will be the Mariners video out later tonight. But anyway, guys, Happy New Year. Hope to see you all here this time next year. I hope to see you. Hope everybody's enjoying the videos. Leave me your content ideas. And I've babbled on long enough. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care.